All right, my dear YouTubers, the year is winding down, and here we crash into the last month of this crazy 2025. Let's kick things off with me and my fellow troublemakers, Aries. So, December for us is going to be pretty hectic, though, honestly, not exactly fun. At the start of the month, we'll be drowning in boring routine, all those unfinished projects from the past, dreaded financial stuff, and bills that make your blood run cold. Holidays? Pfft, that's for weaklings. Real Aries pay the price, literally. By mid-month, tension in relationships will start to rise, and here comes the fun part. We'll be pushing our brilliant ideas, the ones we've been nurturing for months, only for the world to go, nah, not ready yet, or too early for this, buddy, classic. And yeah, if you were thinking about traveling or business trips abroad, forget it. December is basically a chaos-guaranteed zone. Road problems, miscommunication with foreign partners, basically everything to remind us that home is way safer. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. By the third week, the tension starts easing up. Aries will become practical, steady, and finally able to squeeze some positive results out of this mess. Plus, we'll be ready to let go of illusions and rethink our whole life approach. Adulting, but make it sarcastic. And in the next episode, we've got, hey there, my Tauruses, news for you? Well, let's just say it's not exactly cheerful. December for Taurus is going to be a month when your life energy takes a nosedive, your mood swings like a roller coaster, and all those old fears, doubts, and melancholic thoughts will show up uninvited, making depression feel almost like a dinner guest. At the start of the month, you might still find some inspiration in chatting with friends and family. Basically, a reminder that the world isn't completely terrible, but tension is already creeping in and you'll have to work extra hard, take on more responsibilities, and juggle conflicts in relationships and money. Basically, all the stuff you secretly love. Plus, December loves throwing you into unusual and sometimes risky situations where you might just end up tripping over yourself or someone else. And don't forget about the haters and competitors. They're not taking a break either. But hey, welcome to being a Taurus. By the end of the month, things start to stabilize. Friends and loved ones will be your support again, and you'll finally feel like making bold plans and taking control of your destiny. With a generous dose of sarcasm, of course, because otherwise, you wouldn't be Taurus. And in the next episode, Gemini takes the stage. Brace yourselves. All right, my sparkling Gemini creatures, gather around. December is rolling in, and for once the cosmos decided to give you a tiny boost. You'll suddenly feel a surge of energy, confidence, and bravery, mostly because your partners, friends, or whoever's stuck with you are finally offering some actual support, wisdom, and experience. Shocking, I know. But before you start celebrating, December is still a tricky month. Your noble desire to be useful, fight injustice, and improve yourself, and absolutely everyone around you, will hit full power. You'll be preaching moral truths, spreading the gospel of goodness, and talking like a philosophical superhero, except a good chunk of those grand speeches might remain just that, speeches. And then comes the second third of the month, where life decides to play, let's misinterpret everything Gemini says. People may twist your words, misunderstand your motives, and generally act like they never learned basic comprehension. It's not the best time for legal matters, deep conversations, or sorting out financial drama unless you enjoy chaos. But hang in there. By the third week, the tension starts to melt. Big career shifts might be on the horizon, and here's the plot twist. You might actually come out on top. Yes, you, winning. Miracles do happen. In the next episode, Cancer steps into the spotlight. Things are about to get emotional. All right, my tender little Cancers, slide out of your shells for a moment. December has arrived and it's, well, let's call it character building. You're not exactly swimming in life energy this month, and the cosmic weather isn't doing your delicate emotional ecosystem any favors. The month does start with a hint of enthusiasm. You'll feel generous, caring, maybe even borderline festive when it comes to your loved ones. But the universe wastes no time reminding you who's boss, and suddenly you'll be buried under work, urgent tasks, and problems that absolutely demand your emotional labor. Because of course they do. The second part of the month? Yeah, not great. It's the least favorable time both for your health and your career. Many of you will feel like you're being treated unfairly, giving away more energy, skills, and compassion than you're getting back. Classic Cancer story. And the cherry on top? Your efforts might not only go unnoticed, they may be met with pure, unfiltered ingratitude. Delicious. But hold on. The month doesn't end in tragedy. As December wraps up, you'll finally feel the support and stability of your partners. That emotional safety net lets you crawl toward the new year in a much calmer, more harmonious state. And honestly, after this month, you deserve it. Next episode, Leo takes the stage. Brace for drama, glitter, and cosmic spotlight. All right, my majestic lions, step into the spotlight. Though December might dim it a little, so don't expect your usual golden glow. This month is loud, active, and packed with tension, mostly because no one seems capable of appreciating your brilliance properly. Tragic, I know. Your mighty urge to stand front and center, show off your uniqueness, and remind everyone how superior you are might be taken the wrong way. Apparently, some people don't understand greatness when it roars right in front of them. In the beginning of the month, you'll at least feel protected and supported by your loved ones, a cozy emotional pride where you can regroup, fix your problems, and strengthen your financial kingdom. But then comes the second act, and here's where your ambition and royal pride may stir the pot. Conflicts with bosses, elders, authority figures, pick your favorite, are pretty likely. And of course, your haters will crawl out of the shadows just to spice things up. Even better, you yourself might break agreements, ignore other people's boundaries, or bend justice so far it looks like modern art. It's giving, I'm not wrong, I'm just Leo. By the end of the year, the tension finally eases. You'll need to buckle down, wrap up your responsibilities, finish what you started, and strengthen things with your beloved. A bit of humility before the new year doesn't hurt, or at least won't kill you. Next episode, Virgo steps onto the cosmic stage. Prepare for precision, anxiety, and alphabetized chaos. All right, my meticulous Virgos, polish your glasses and center your chakras. December is coming in crooked, and you're definitely going to notice every millimeter of that misalignment. It's a pretty disharmonious month for you. Strangely enough, you'll manage to get along with people out in the world just fine, teaming up, handling tasks, playing the role of the reliable earth angel you are. But at home? Different story. The atmosphere might thicken into something tense and stormy. You may start feeling like your emotional backup system is glitching, arguments bubbling up, irritation growing, impulsive decisions flying out faster than you can alphabetize them, and sharp words slicing through the air. The second stretch of December is the most volatile. Not exactly the time to plan family celebrations, weddings, home renovations, or big purchases, unless you enjoy chaos and regret as interior decor. Misunderstandings with partners are possible too, especially if both sides start measuring fairness with their own private rulers. Not the best time frame for signing contracts or sealing agreements either. The fine print may bite. But don't despair, my lovely precision-driven Virgos. Near the end of the month, the cosmic dust settles. You'll regain confidence, step into your influence, and finally feel capable of managing what and who matters. You'll sort out your relationship dynamics, restore equilibrium, and even start sketching solid plans for the coming year. Color-coded, naturally. Next episode, Libra floats onto the scene. Expect charm, indecision, and a beautifully balanced mess. My graceful Libras, glide in and take your perfectly balanced seats. December is about to wobble those cosmic scales of yours. This month is dynamic, messy, lively, and absolutely determined to test your communication skills. And by test, I mean push them to the edge of socially acceptable sarcasm. You'll be extra energetic when talking to people, and your words will come out sharp, direct, and, let's say, unusually spicy. On the bright side, it makes you convincingly persuasive. On the not-so-bright side, people might stare at you like you've just insulted their entire lineage. Early in the month, you'll shine at work, showing off your professionalism, charm, and cool-headed logic. But then the second part of December rolls in, and communication turns prickly. Aggressive tones, snappy remarks, unnecessary conflicts. It's basically a group project gone wrong. You'll especially lose patience with incompetence, laziness, and that one coworker who always forgets attachments in emails. During this stretch, presentations, trips, and meetings might flop in the most inconvenient ways. The universe is basically saying, try again later. But as the year comes to a close, your energy shifts toward home turf. You'll apply the same fiery determination to your family matters, cleaning up chaos, pushing loved ones toward order, and tackling anything that's been gathering dust, literally and figuratively. A tidy house is Libra's holiday miracle. Next episode, Scorpio slithers into view. Expect intensity, secrets, and vibes you can feel through a locked door. My enigmatic Scorpios crawl out of the shadows for a moment. December has arrived, and it's not exactly offering rose petals and compliments. This month is a disharmonious cocktail, shaken with emotional discomfort, financial stress, responsibility overload, and your eternal desire to control absolutely everything. At the start of the month, you'll actually handle it all pretty well. You'll be quick, sharp, mobile, and surprisingly tolerant, even capable of overlooking some annoyances that normally would have earned someone a dramatic glare. Decisions will come fast, instincts will work, and you'll feel like you're managing the chaos. Then the second third of December hits, and the temperature rises. Your reactions sharpen, your patience thins, and your intensity goes full Scorpio mode. You might snap, act impulsively, or defend your interests with the softness of a sledgehammer. Being fiery is one thing, but this month you might even scare yourself a little. Impulsiveness could also dent your wallet or poke holes in your reputation. Not because you're wrong, you'll insist you're not, but because timing will be hilariously, cosmically off. Only at the end of the year does the storm calm down. Conversations finally shift into something constructive. Your emotional radar stops buzzing non-stop, and you can actually start resolving the problems instead of wrestling them. Consider it the universe's New Year's gift to you. Next episode, Sagittarius gallops onto the scene. Expect fire, philosophy, and enthusiasm that burns 3 sizes too big. My fiery Sagittarians, saddle up. December is basically your cosmic birthday party. the start of a whole new yearly cycle. The universe is handing you a full tank of energy, a mental espresso shot, and a motivational slap on the back. You'll feel powerful, inspired, and absolutely ready to run face first into new adventures. At the start of the month, life gives you a neat little cleanup window. You'll get the chance to fix mistakes, wrap up old projects, solve lingering problems, and step into the next chapter of your saga feeling shockingly organized. Your ambition rises, your confidence grows, and your inner fire turns into a flamethrower. By mid-December, you're unstoppable. You'll be pushing your ideas, challenging outdated systems, fighting cautious people, and calling out injustice wherever you sniff it, and all without caring one bit about titles, authority, or who you might be intimidating. This heroic energy looks impressive from afar. But up close, reactions to you may be, let's say, mixed. Then the third part of the month rolls around, and the cosmic thermostat finally cools you down. You become more careful, your interactions more constructive, and your fire turns into a warm, manageable glow. By New Year's Eve, you're standing tall with actual successes, new ideas, and a sense of direction instead of just enthusiasm on steroids. Next episode, Capricorn enters the arena. Expect discipline, ambition, and cosmic spreadsheets. December for Capricorn is basically a holiday survival quest with the difficulty locked on hard mode and no option to skip the cutscenes. Unfinished tasks trail behind you like the world's least romantic wedding veil, and obligations cling to you as if they've sworn a personal oath to drain every last drop of your creative spark. Inspiration? Only available by prescription and definitely out of stock. The first 10 days are still manageable. The world suddenly remembers that you're a Capricorn and decides to act accordingly. Colleagues turn oddly cooperative, friends show up right on cue, and negotiations glide along as if someone greased reality with optimism. Even conflicts are easy enough to extinguish. You're basically the fire marshal of December. Then the second decade hits, and the universe switches the genre to melodrama. Tension rises, people become hyper-allergic to incompetence and unreliability, and every minor misunderstanding bursts into a full-fledged scandal. Trying to control all this is like herding cats, if the cats were also offended by your mere existence. Behind your back, pockets of dissatisfaction start smoldering, forcing you to activate your inner sage. Deep breaths, no sudden movements, no launching anyone into the Christmas tree. But in the third decade, December finally calms down. You regain your footing, gather your strength, and suddenly everything falls back under your command. Relationships can be mended, messes can be sorted, and you once again transform into the Capricorn who survives, where others would have already called for a shaman. By the time the new year approaches, you're not a defeated hero, but a battle-hardened strategist who endured December and might even pretend it was all part of the plan. And now, with Capricorn's saga complete, the next in line for their cosmic roast are the Aquarians, who should probably buckle up. All right, Aquarius. December walks into your life like it has a personal mission to test your patience. The whole month feels like a group project where everyone thinks they're a genius and you're the tech support keeping the chaos alive. At first, things actually look good. Work moves fast. You act confidently. You see the risks before they explode, and the money flow doesn't complain. But behind your back, little shadows start forming. Jealous types who don't like seeing you win and prefer to nibble at your ankles from a safe distance. By the second part of the month, these whispers turn into full-on noise. Expect drama, accusations, people trying to mess with your success. Some plans might fall apart, teamwork turns into arguments, and even your usually chill friends will come knocking with their complaints. You'll spend half your energy putting out fires that we didn't even start. Fortunately, the last stretch of December finally relaxes its grip. Things calm down, clarity returns, and you can adjust your plans without feeling like the universe is prank-calling you. Not every setback is fatal, and not every change is bad. December just wants you to update your strategy before the new year kicks in. Next episode, Pisces takes the stage, so get your flippers ready. Pisces. December steps up like a strict career coach who forgot to drink their morning tea. This month is all about your status, your ambitions, and your professional dignity, which means the universe is absolutely going to test every ounce of your patience. At the start, you're feeling social, creative, open to conversation. You glide around like a diplomatic jellyfish, showing your skills, charming people, making things work. Your talents actually land pretty well, and you feel like you're finally swimming in the right direction. Then the second part of the month shows up like a plot twist nobody asked for. Conflicts sharpen, agreements fall apart, and suddenly every deadline looks like it was designed by your worst enemy. You'll be pouring a ton of energy into your career, fixing mistakes, juggling schedules, smoothing out team drama, and trying to keep everyone's expectations from chewing through your nerves. And just when you're already exhausted, here come the critics, loudly questioning your ideas, poking holes in your plans, and generally acting like they've been appointed the official Pisces doubt committee. Your confidence might wobble a bit, which is normal when half the room is yelling directions. Luckily, the final stretch of December finally lets you breathe. Teamwork gets easier, people become more supportive instead of chaotic, and friends or co-workers will give you the boost you need. You end the month steadier, stronger, and ready to swim forward with purpose instead of panic. So, are you ready for an explosive December, folks?